judge in Texas, racist against undocumented individuals, those coming from another country, but he's in charge of ruling on immigration cases in his courtroom. I kid you not. This is under the leadership of Greg Abbott. Let's put up the governor, Greg Abbott, who has taken a very racist approach to immigration in his state. There's a prominent judge in Texas inside of Governor Abbott's border security operation to arrest and jail migrants on trespassing charges. That judge has now been accused of using a racial slur against Latino defendants. I'm gonna get into this, okay? There's a defense attorney, big ups to this defense attorney because it takes a lot of courage to do this. A defense attorney told the state commission on judicial conduct last week that Judge Allen Amos told her the trespassing defendants weren't your regular wet. That's right, that's the term he used, that's what he called them, according to a copy of the complaint obtained by the Texas Tribune. They have phones and clothes and all kind of other things, Amos reportedly said in July to defense attorney Emily Miller, whose complaint was first reported by the Daily Beast. Miller is asking the commission to consider whether Amos's alleged comment violates the Texas Judicial Code of Conduct. On Monday, Judge Amos told the Tribune that he would not comment on the complaint, but would have to wait for the judicial ethics people. It's unknown if he will continue serving as a visiting judge for migrant trespassing cases in the meantime. So let's first talk about the systemic reason why this judge is even necessary. This is not a regular or regularly employed judge. This is a guy who has been tapped to temporarily serve as a judge due to the massive and ridiculous policy of Greg Abbott, which is basically to just start arresting every brown person that you see for trespassing. So they got to get new judges in. So to get in these new judges, this cat happens to be one of them, Judge Amos. Well, he's racist. He says racial terminology. And then he rules in cases dealing with the same people he obviously despises. Why is this even a consideration? Why are we even talking about if he should remain on the bench or not? It's ridiculous. The judge has not denied that he called Latinos a racial slur. He didn't deny it. He didn't say, oh no, of course I never would say anything like that. I don't have a racist bone in my body. Nothing like that. He says, well, I have no comment. We'll just wait on the investigation, see what they say. You know why he's confident enough to say that? You know why nobody's asking for his resignation? You know why? Because he knows he will likely get away with it. And the people around him, they know it as well. You don't see prominent Republicans coming out against him saying, we have no place for this on our judiciary. That's not happening. They're down with the program. You have to keep in mind, if you protect racists, who are you? You're racist yourself. All right, Adrienne, have you ever known a judge to be openly racist on the record, say something that was completely racist against an entire group of people on the record, have a complaint, and still ruling on cases dealing with that same demographic?
Yes, unfortunately, this happens all the time. Yes, I speak with one of my girlfriends who practices up in the Illinois area, and the things she has told me absolutely, utterly disgust me. And it's so incredibly sad because there are so many members of our community who do not have any kind of social standing or power to be able to speak up and to push back and to challenge this type of behavior. Because at the end of the day, what we're expecting from our judiciary is to be a neutral arbiter, the one who is able to preside over a case and be objective. But when they've let you know that they are not only not objective, but they are intentionally going against someone as adversarial. They have come up with their own conclusions before any facts have been entered into evidence. That tells you that that person is not neutral. They are not an arbiter. They are not a judge, and they shouldn't be in a position to judge anyone in our society, yet our society is giving them license to do so. And that tells us where we are failing entirely as a community and the communities that are being failed in the process.
You're so right. The prerequisite, the basic prerequisite to being a judge is being impartial. And if you believe that an entire group of people deserve your racist slur, there is no way possible you can be impartial. You can't be impartial for them, and you cannot be impartial for others, all right?